This is a full take-apart guide for the HTC Flyer. First step will be remove the top cover, as shown in the video. It's simply held in with a few clips. Once this is removed, you'll need to remove 5 Torx T5 screws. With all screws released, we can now remove the full back frame from the rest of the device. Simply flip it outwards. Notice that the volume button will fall out. Be sure to put this to the side for reassembly. With the motherboard exposed, we can now remove the plastic top cover. From there, we'll need to remove 4 more Torx T5 screws. Screws removed, we can now remove all 12 connectors holding the motherboard in place. Use the video as a guide to see how each connector is removed. Now I need to release the touchscreen flex cable, which is held in place with a few clips. Use a safe open pry tool to gently lift this open. Once it is, you can now remove the full motherboard and flip it to the left side. Be cautious, as it still will be connected to the touchscreen flex cable and one other flex cable. With these final cables removed, we can now fully remove the motherboard. Using our T5 screwdriver, we're going to remove 7 more T5 screws, as shown in the video. All the screws removed, we're going to use a safe open pry tool to gently lift out the audio headphone jack, as well as the camera flex cable located on the left side. We'll then move to the lower part of the board, where we'll remove the dock port flex cable. We will now be able to remove the lower flex cable, which will also be attached to the LCD flex cable, which will need to be released. We'll now need to remove the final T5 screw, which will be covering the Vibrate motor case. With the screw removed, we'll need to use a safe open pry tool to gently lift away the casing from the Vibrate motor. Shield removed, we'll now be able to lift away the Vibrate motor as well as speaker assembly. I'll be able to remove the battery using a safe open pry tool. Be sure to gently release the adhesive holding the battery in place without bending the battery itself. With all the internal components removed, we can now use a hairdryer or a heat gun to begin heating the outside edges of the front of the screen assembly. Use quick movements around the outside edges for about 45 seconds. With the adhesive properly warmed, we can now use a safe open pry tool to begin releasing all the rest of the adhesive, located around the outside edges. Work carefully around all 4 edges and be sure to reheat the adhesive if necessary. Once all the adhesive is released, we will now be able to slide the flex cable through the slot in the housing. Now replace the touchscreen digitizer.